When I was a casual, I thought as a casual, I spoke like a casual, and I looked at boxing like a casual. But when I became a hardcore, I put away all those casual things. This is Michael Rogers, and welcome to Bodywork Boxing.
Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. We got some good news today. Bozy Ennis was actually on the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice for actually, getting this interview. It's always good to hear from Bozy. He's one of my favorite coaches, along with Coach Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny, Coach Derek James and Coach Kevin Cunningham. Those are some of the coaches that I really admire how they move. You always hear them being very respectful. You always get wisdom from them. You always get their insight, a little bit of their insight when they let you into their world, when they're actually talking about the sport of boxing, and they're pretty honest. And they have a pretty good, fair assessment of what's going on in the game. They give respect where, respect is due when they're talking about other fighters, and it's just refreshing to see us in that light, operating in excellence. And today, he all but said that what's next for Boots is none other than Custio Clayton. Boots, he is 28-0 with 26 knockouts. He's the young phenom for Philly is what I call him. I used to call him Candyman, but the way Bud was acting, I called him Sasquatch Foot. Boots is looking like young Sasquatch Foot. Earl, he's out hunting. He got somebody on deck right now, and a lot of the energy where everybody was saying, Earl got to do something. It's either UGAS or Boots or Virgil or you got to fight Bud, and so Spence put his head back down, he grabbed that shovel, he's doing some more digging, and he's on his way to getting that third piece of the puzzle, which left me doing a video about how Boots and Bud should fight right now. The energy wasn't the same for unfortunately, the energy wasn't the same for the Bud ONLYFANS and their take on it. They pretty much, they're just resorting to wearing sandals now. I think they burned all their boots. I think they don't even walk down the boot section in most retail stores. They've a couple of them cracked computers when actually strolling through and doing their shopping when Boots came up, and it's just not the same. Unfortunately, they don't really want any parts of Boots. I want to say that Bozy and Boots are doing a great job at actually moving Boots along. I think they are taking the steps to actually build a brand, and they're very respectful in what they do, but they got specific, because that used to be my only knock on Boots, that he wouldn't get specific and say names. Now he's specifically saying names, and nobody really wants that smoke from Boots right now. If Gary Antoine Russell was up there at 147, I would be one of the first people to I'll actually go to that fight. If that fight is ever made, I'm actually going to be in the building and lay eyeballs on that fight. But it's slim pickings right now for Boots, and I think with the way that they're moving him, his damage and the things that he's actually displaying inside the ring is good. They're bringing him along. The competition level is slowly but surely, getting up there and gradually going up. He's in line to be mandatories and pretty much everywhere he needs to be. And I think he's committed to the IBF route, because I think he was the closest to actually be able to see about SPENCE. But Bozy came out and pretty much said we're looking at March or April to actually see a Custio Clayton, who is, I believe he's 18-0 with 12 knockouts, so he's knocking out 2/3 of the people that he faced. I don't really know if he's known for power so much. He's just a lunch pail and a hard hat type person, rugged, just he's there. Physical specimen, Boots is a physical specimen. Boots is explosive. He has like cat-like reflexes. He's shown that he pretty much can do it all, and I don't really think that we've seen anybody really make Boots respect them. His father, Bozy, talked about defense, and defensive responsibility. He's always talking about it, even though you always pretty much see Boots being very offensive in the ring. But it looks like that's what we're going to get with Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton actually fought Sergey LIPINETS, and they fought to a draw. However, Boots and Sergey Lipinets got it on, and Boots actually made Lipinets look like he didn't even deserve to be in there. So it'll be, you know, I like to talk about the triangle theories, you know, and we'll actually have some firm data when we actually see how Boots and Custio Clayton would actually fare after having seen Boots and Sergey, and then seeing Sergey and Custio. And it's something that's actually going to be going on here coming up soon. I'm guessing after we see something like that, maybe we might see another step up, maybe even a title shot. You know, I don't know what's going on, but I like the way they're moving. They actually showed Boots. They actually showed Boots in at the fight, the Gary Russell fight. And so they're actually being in the public. I mean, it shouldn't have been that far going from Philly up to Atlantic City where the fight took place this past weekend. But I'm kind of excited. You know, I think that they are moving him along the right way. I think the level of competition is increasing, and I think Boots is doing what he needs to do. He's being vocal. One of the things I heard about why the Bud Crawford fight may not be any interest, because I believe Bernie was saying that Boots needs to go on social media and call Bud out of his name or some lame stuff like that. I don't know. You know, I would have loved to see, you know, meanwhile, since Earl's out here looking like Rambo, going to go get all the straps, you know, I thought that maybe a fight between Bud and Boots would be, you know, right in line. If they fought around the same time as Earl and UGAS, then the next fight would answer a lot of questions at 147. Even though it really wouldn't say who's the absolute best, it would just say that right now, you know, with title shots and politics and everything going on, we would get a clear undisputed. And what that champ decided to do after that, whether it's fight Boots or start fending off against some of these young up and coming, you know, boxers, you know, it would have said a lot, you know, but it would ultimately, the ball would have been in their court. Anyways, I'm glad to hear about this news. I want to say, Boots, keep doing your thing, keep being vocal, you know, keep being, keep working on your craft. Keep living an athlete's lifestyle. Keep, you know, rising to the top. And hopefully one of these days we will get to see a Spence in Boots, or a Boots and a Bud. But word on the street is about to be Custio Clayton. And I'll do my breakdown once that, you know, comes to fruition. We actually see something a little bit more tangible. But that's what Bozy said. That's it. That's all. Remember, all subscribers matter. We always got to feed the clones. Thanks for all the likes. A like is like a super chat for me. So help a brother out. Share the channel, like the videos, subscribe, and make sure that you click that bell icon so you get all of your notifications. It's Bodywork Boxing 24/7 at Gmail, and on IG it's Mr. _ Bodywork. Bodywork.
All right. I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
My word, I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep running your mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
Hey look, as you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fuck solid on the ring. You know what I'm saying? To the fans and all.
Today, y'all outside the ring. I'm a fighter. Like I said before, ain't no safety on the clock, so I'm gonna